Hello everyone! Hope you're having a fantastic day. Today we're going to start off the Melee, or I guess we're going to try and get through the Melee DPS role quests for Dawntrail. Let's not dilly-dally anymore. Person we need to go talk to is over here, is the lovely fun girl, Shashipia. That's how you say it? Yeah. Shashipia. Let's go ahead and get started. The Hunter and the Hunted. Shashipia seeks an adventurer who likes getting up close and personal. I'd love to get up close and personal with you, madam. I mean, what? Sorry. That was a bit much. Hello there. I take it you've spoken with Brook Evo, willing to lend a hand. If it's for you, madam, of course. I'm truly grateful. Then allow me to introduce myself. I am Shashipia, and I've traveled far from my village in the forests of Dawntrail in search of a brave soul to help us retrieve our stolen treasure. For generations have my people watched over the Dreamweave Cacoon, the vessel in which the power of the swallowtail Troll Vidrol is sealed. That's right, in the last one, the tank one we did, we needed to get back an ancient artifact. I forgot, is that the premise for all of them? I completely forgot about how the introduction went. Anyway, let's continue. For its ascension, the swallowtail warded off would-be predators by assuming the form of more threatening butterflies, poisonous ones, and the like, through its skill at mimicry. So it survived, day after day, summer after summer, until the dawn of its great new existence. It became capable of taking on the form of any creature which crossed its path. But that doesn't really make me, that kind of makes me a little weary about what power this thing has, this artifact has. This fearsome power was sealed within the cocoon, and any who possess it command the self-same abilities. Indeed, the wielder too may assume the form of any manner of beast or man they beheld. Well, that sounds slightly dangerous. Yet this mimicry is not limited to merely physical forms. No, the wielder may replicate the talents and abilities of their target, so long as such actions fall within their ken, that is. That's even more dangerous. In an instant, they may become a master of the hunt, a twin-blade-wielding viper, or savage brox with claws and fangs to gut whomsoever they please. It is this power which has protected my village from the predators of the forest. For though it grants many boons, the forest contains threats in equal measure. By donning the skins of its most formidable beasts, we've kept ourselves safe for generations. You know, isn't this kind of similar to what we were seeing with the soul stuff in the... I guess it's just mimicry, so never mind. I mean, yes, it's similar, but it's just general mimicry. Without the cocoon, my village's very survival is at risk. Couldn't you just, like, you know, get good, get stronger, like everyone else? That is why we have set, or like moved somewhere less dangerous. Well, that's a little bit much, because I know there's like cultural significance and like history and everything about being in that particular place. That is why we have sent our foremost hunter. Oh, that's gonna be a button boy, unfortunately. I thought we'd be spending more time with you, madam. Let's see, is this Itoka? Is that supposed to be an I or an L? Probably an I since it's a capital. Itoka, to ensure it is reclaimed. Okay, it is a bun girl. Nice. I mean, what? No, wait, that's not the name of a. That's not the name of a bun. But it's within their village, so okay. Well, I guess we'll see soon. I didn't check what region this is going to take place. Although I think it's the Endwalker one for Melee DPS took place in Ishgard. But the tank one took place in Ishgard for this one, so that means we're going somewhere else. She has never failed to capture her quarry, so I thought she would make short work of this ordeal. Yet there has been no word from her. I fear this may be a hunt she cannot undertake alone. It is for that reason I wish to enlist the aid of one familiar with the lay of the land beyond the Great Sea, and one whose prowess in close quarters would complement her expertise with the bow. One of the villagers ran into the thief before he fled, and said he intended to use the cocoon in Kugane, which I understand is the name of a large settlement located far, far to the east. Yes, you know, in the place called the Far East. Please, for the sake of my home, set out for this eastern habitation and assist Itoka with retrieving the cocoon. I really hope it's Itoka. Leave it to me, as long as you're willing to cover my teleportation expenses. That's a bit frugal, even for me. Your willingness to aid is most reassuring. You have my heartfelt thanks. Upon arriving in the Eastern Land, search for a Viera woman carrying a bow and dressed in similar attire to myself. Oh good, it is a bun girl. If you visit a tavern like this one, I dare say you may find someone who has seen her. Alright, well, it's probably fitting for me to be wearing my, doing this as samurai if we're heading over to the Far East. Once you've arrived in the Eastern habitation, travel to a tavern such as this, and ask if anyone has seen a woman matching Itoka's description. When you found her, I ask that you lend her your strength. I mean, that's why I'm doing this quest. Alright then, let's head over to Kugane. Looks like we need to gather, there's 3 points of information we need to gather in Kugane when we get there. Alright, let's go and check out for the orange, I was gonna say the convenient orange circles, but it looks like we have the convenient talking points instead. Let's head on over there. Alright, looks like our first person here is the waiter, Shitan. Welcome to Shiokaze Hostelry. Hostelry. Okay, yeah, I think that's right. How may I serve you? Yeah, I'm looking for a woman. She's got ears like me. You're searching for someone. As a matter of fact, I do distinctly remember seeing a Viera woman of that description earlier, but I'm afraid I could not tell you where she may be now. Well, you're no help. How about you, Haboku? A lass from Troll, was it? Sorry, can't help you. That reminds me, though. I heard Troll has its local variety of spirits called mezcal. Been meaning to taste it myself for an age now, but you've no idea how hard it is to get one's hands on a bottle of it here. Well, yeah, this is like on the opposite side of the world. Oh, looks like the last one's outside. Oh no, it's upstairs. Okay, that makes more sense. Alright, there's our person. Hayataka. A Viera woman bearing a bow? Why yes, I do recall such a person. It was hard not to notice her, really, given how she was peering at every little thing. If she came from a distant land to the west, no doubt Kugane is quite the unusual sight for her. With any luck, she'll still be where I saw her, in the vicinity of the Seki Segumi barracks. Well, hopefully she's not gonna go get arrested. Those are like the cops of this area. Alright, looks like, yep, straight ahead. Let's head on over there. It's always like, whenever we're here, it's pretty much always like somebody's gonna get arrested or we have to work with the cops and everything. Ah, well, yes, I'd say that is an Itaka-esque woman. This city is simply too large for me to cover alone. Perhaps it's time I returned home. Hello there. Itoka? I've come to aid in your search, Itoka. Yes, I am she, and you are... I see. Shishepia always was a worrywart. Won't deny I appreciate the help, though. Ascertaining the whereabouts of the cocoon has been no easy task. I managed to secure room and board in this lodging after arriving in Kugane, and have been using it as a base to track down the thief ever since. I'll tell you all I know. According to an eyewitness from my village, the thief is a middle-aged Huron man. That's all we have to go on regarding his appearance. Yet so long as he possesses the cocoon, he can be anyone and anything. An elderly woman trapezing along the streets. Trapezing? Trapezing. Huh? It's not obviously not trapezing. That would be weird. Let me look this up real quick. Sing. What is this? Present tense of trapeze. Okay. Traps?
Trapes.
Trapes. Okay. To walk or tramp across. Tramp about. Okay. Trapes.
Trapes.
Okay. Traping. Okay. Along the street, a child throwing a ball. Mayhap even the dog chasing after it. Truth be told, I was nigh at wit's end trying to find him. That is, until I discovered that a series of unusual squabbles have been occurring around the city. After investigating these incidents, I found one commonality. The instigator in each case invariably had no recollection of the incident, let alone of inciting it. What's more, eerie accounts have begun to circulate amongst the residents. Some folk claim they've somehow been seen in two places at once. Based on all this, I believe the thief's been using the Dreamweave Cacoon to transform into innocence and spread discord throughout the city. Stands to reason we can find him by following the trail of chaos left in his wake, no? And yet, even should we apprehend him, in whatever form he's hidden himself within, there's nothing to stop him from feigning ignorance. Besides the secret remedy, of course. The recipe for an elixir which can forcibly remove the cocoon's enchantment has been passed down in my village for emergencies like this. I made sure to prepare a few vials before making the voyage here. I need simply throw the solution at the suspect and the cocoon weave of mimicry will unfurl on the spot. Well, that's convenient. I was kind of thinking, how are they going to resolve this? And then it's like, oh, I have a convenient formula that'll fix this for us. Oh, okay. That covers everything. Now, what say we go on a date? What say we see if there's any trouble afoot? The thief will undoubtedly not be far from it. Let me know when you're ready. We'll catch him together. Sounds good to me. Ready to set off then? Perfect. I say we begin our search with the markets. I recall a great number of people gathering at the Rakuza district, I believe it was called. Oh, and she's following us around. Oh, let's make sure to hit this talking point first. Alright, what have you got to say? Talk about cities. To think that all this was wrought by mortal hands. Remarkable. My people have ever lived in harmony with nature, but that doesn't mean we condemn the ways of those who choose otherwise. In fact, in the brief time I've been exposed to settlements like this, I've come to see such places have their merits too. You know, like running water. Alright, looks like it's over this bridge. Is there any more talking points to get? No, it doesn't look like it. Let's head on over to this point of interest. Yes, that is very interesting. Look, you thieving whoreson! I told you this isn't enough! But sir, that cannot be right. I'm sure I gave you your change in full. Enough! Hand over my money or I'll take it by force. The customer is suspicious. The clerk is suspicious. Let's keep watching. I'd say the clerk is more suspicious, but why would... Okay, so the customer did not get the change that he said And he was supposed to... So it could be the customer is the guy who's just trying to instigate some, like, stuff. Or it could be that the guy copied the clerk. But why would he copy the clerk? Let's just keep watching. But isn't it obvious? No one gets so worked up over a handful of coins unless they're looking for trouble. No. That's just called because they're really annoying and they like to make things bad for everyone. Reveal yourself, villain! Oh no. It's gonna be like one of these quests. Yeah, see? What in blazes do you think you're doing? Oh, sorry. Very, very sorry. Oh dear. A thousand apologies, sir. I gravely miscalculated your change. I will return what you are owed immediately. I beg your forgiveness. See, just wait a second. I apologize for the disturbance. How dreadfully embarrassing. Well, a hunter doesn't quit after a single arrow misses its mark. Best not to dwell on what's done, and instead focus on our next course of action. No, I think we should talk about this. You kind of jumped to conclusions there. Let's see how things fare in Kogane Dori. I mean, I guess. Yeah, Itoka, you may want to tone things down a little bit. Actually, it looks like there's the talking point. Is that the same one we just did? Or, oh no, there's a new one over there. I'll check this one and then I'll check that one. Let's see, is this the same one? Yeah, talk about cities. Okay, let's head over to the other one. Looks like it's on the other side of the bridge here. Maybe on the bridge? Yeah. Talk about the sea. I can't believe how impossibly vast it is. My jaw dropped when I first saw it. I could hardly fathom where the horizon ended and the sea began. Before arriving in Tuligolol, I'd imagined the sea to be merely a larger, saltier body of water than the lake back home. There we would race from shore to shore. To attempt the same here, I fear, would have fatal results. That reminds me of a Carrot in One Piece when she'd packed a change of clothes and a snack for their journey. Anyway, there's another point of interest. Let's check it out. I'll cut you down where you stand, you litterous lummox. And no one else reacts to this. What's going on here? The big bloke yonder allegedly laid his hands on the grizzled fellow's woman. Afraid this may come to blows. Somehow I get the feeling that's not what happened. Calm yourself, man. I have not done what she claims. You dare add insult to injury by calling her a liar? Yes. Ignore him. I told you that pig defiled me. Cut him down this instant. There's no truth to her words. Wherefore does she spout such rubbish? Sounds like the girl might be the... Oh, yep. Kami, give me strength. Cut the bloody brute down already. Oh, that's definitely her. Yep, that's definitely the person we're looking for. Yes, not less than your head shall serve as penance for your crimes. Very well. Let my blade prove my innocence. You guys. It's her, right? Well, maybe. Either way, that'll be a nice distraction to diffuse the tension. Yep, there he is. Was that really necessary? No matter. I was growing weary of this pretty face. It's time I moved on to bigger and better things. Couldn't I have literally just, yeah, like you literally have a bow and arrow. Like, come on. And she missed. And he just goes back to eating. Well, that didn't go according to plan. Not that we had much of a plan. How odd. My bow is more out of tune than I realized. Right. I forget, is she supposed to be like a really good hunter or something? Sweetheart! Is it really you? Oh, thank the Kami, you're safe. I found her lying unconscious in a nearby alleyway. Well, that doesn't sound very suspicious at all. She could only vaguely recall being attacked from behind before losing consciousness. So the villain knocked her out before assuming her visage in a ploy to deceive her husband. I fell for the deception like a complete and utter fool. I do not even know how to begin to make amends. There were no amends to be made. You simply acted as any husband would. Due to your involvement, this matter was resolved without bloodshed. The Seki Zagumi, thank you. 'Tis regrettable, however, that the villain managed to escape. A criminal who can change their shape at will is exceedingly dangerous. Know that the Seki Segumi will alert the populace to this menace and to remain vigilant to any suspicious activity in the city. But now we're going to have to arrest you because you fired your bow in the middle of the city. That'd make things a little annoying. Let's return to my lodgings. Oh, I'd be more than happy to, madam. Oh, wait, that's not what you meant. I'd like to go over where we stand with our elusive quarry. Alright then, let's head back to her, what did she say? Her lodgings. Unfortunately, not like that. There she is. Actually, I guess the other Aetheryte might be slightly closer. Yeah, just barely closer. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk to her. As predicted, the thief has been using the cocoon power of mimicry to incite conflict around the city. What he hopes to accomplish by doing so, however, is still unclear. And so long as he has this power, our sole means of tracking him remains the havoc left in his wake. Well, that's not useful. A trying trial for any hunter, but I'm heartened to have a warrior like you beside me as I tread it. We'll catch him together, and when we do, we'll mete out the justice he deserves, Brillian. Sounds good to me.